Hello and welcome to Wonder WhyZ. My name is Sohom and today we are going to talk about Boruto Manga Chapter 48 titled The Time Limit. And as usual, the Boruto greatness continues. I understand all the criticism surrounding the Boruto anime, and even I personally get fed up of it from time to time. But the manga is on a different level altogether, and for the last couple of months, the story has been absolutely superb. Anyway, now we are entering the manga spoiler territory, so you have been warned if you are an anime-only viewer. Please proceed at your own risk and caution. With that being said, let's begin the video. So this manga chapter can be divided into three main segments. They are number 1, Kashin Koji vs Ishiki Otsutsuki, number 2, Amado's interactions and everything in the Hokage office, and number 3, Ishiki Otsutsuki arriving at Konoha. So let's go over them one by one. We begin with Kashin Koji vs Ishiki Otsutsuki, and things pick up right where we left last month. The truth of Koji being the clone of Jiraiya has been revealed, and what's left in this chapter is the remainder of their fight. But it would be too easy going to say that this was a fight because Ishiki Otsutsuki obliterated Koji via his Hijutsu. Koji tried to pick up a good fight, he definitely gave it a go, and he brought forth some of the most famous moves of Jiraiya, like the Rampaging Lion Mane, Blaze Release, Choodama Rasengan, and hell, even the freaking Sage Mode. But alas, he was nothing in front of Ishiki's out-of-the-world power sets. Ishiki manhandled Koji via the use of his shrinking abilities, and he managed to absorb all the fire release attacks very easily, all the while taunting him for being a failure and also giving shade to the world of Shinobi as a whole. I'm not gonna go in depth on this fight, even though there was some very interesting stuff here and there, and it was kind of lovely to see the old moves return. But still, the main and most important aspect of this chapter would undoubtedly be the time skip tease, so I'll be talking about that more. But in the middle of the fight, we cut back to Konoha, where Amado is being handed a document, which I believe is some sort of a citizenship deed that is valid inside the borders of the village. He'll be under the authority of Shikamaru and Naruto, and he has to fully reveal his technical prowess to Katasuke. More stuff happen here which reveal that Amado is a master planner and how he used Shikadai and Shikamaru's insecurities as a parent to move forth with his agenda. A really cunning plan of a fake bomb collar. But that's not the most important part here. One of the most important aspects of this chapter was the information that Amado reveals. He reveals that Ishiki is definitely going to directly attack Konoha now, and Sasuke and Naruto will have to protect Kawaki at any cost whatsoever. Moreover, with his current power set, Ishiki only has a couple of days at hand. In that time, if he is not able to engrave the karma seal on Kawaki, then he is going to die for sure. And that is the time limit which the title of this chapter is referring to. Amado also warns that if Ishiki manages to reach Konoha, then the citizen would be at grave danger, so they should probably start evacuation soon. So basically this is a race against the time kind of situation, wherein Naruto and Sasuke will have to protect Kawaki at any cost for the next 2 or 3 days. Otherwise, everything will be lost. And one small thing that really irked me here was the panel of Sai, which really looked ugly in my opinion. Now back to Kashin Koji and Ishiki Otsutsuki's fight. Ishiki obliterates Koji with his Hijutsu and crushes him in between 3 pillars. Koji suffers heavy damage, and the scene is somewhat similar to Jiraiya going down. Nice reference I guess, but just before Ishiki tries to end everything, Koji pulls one trump card. That is, he summons a toad and he escapes the dimension with heavy damage. But at least he is not dead yet. It will be interesting to see where this character goes from here. To be honest, I was kind of disappointed in one particular aspect. I was disappointed at the fact that Naruto didn't give much of a reaction to the news about Koji being Jiraiya's clone. I was expecting a more elaborate panel where he remembers the past or something like that. Maybe that sort of stuff is going to happen in the future, because hey, Koji has ultimately survived, so they too can very well meet someday in the future. But moving on, now comes a very interesting part. Boruto also wants to accompany Naruto and Sasuke in order to keep Kawaki safe from the karma. Naruto flat out refuses for obvious reasons, but Sasuke says something that makes Boruto stumble. Sasuke says that both he and Naruto are ready to lay down their lives for the sake of the village. They will not hesitate to die for Konoha, but does Boruto have that kind of willpower yet? This kind of makes Boruto mum for a second. I loved this bit of interaction. Moreover, I absolutely loved this version of adult Sasuke from the Boruto era. But before any of them could say anything more, Ino contacts Naruto that someone unidentified has entered the village radius. It's an enemy raid because Ishiki Otsutsuki has arrived in Konoha, and we are greeted with a majestic panel that reminds me of the Pain Invasion panel from the manga. Once this shit gets animated, it's gonna be breathtaking for sure. So that ends the chapter, but we certainly have a couple of things to consider here. Firstly, the time skip. I'm pretty sure that by spring next year, we are going to get the time skip in Boruto manga. By the look of the current events, it seems like the next 3-4 chapters are going to focus on Ishiki's rampage on Konoha. That takes us to November 2020. Then in the next couple of chapters, Kawaki will probably sacrifice himself to save the village and Naruto, thus leading to the re-engraved karma seal. And after that, there will be some chapters surrounding Boruto and how he copes with all of this. Maybe some shenanigans with Momoshiki will also come into the play here. After which Sasuke decides to take Boruto out of the village for training, which will eventually bring forth the time skip. Also, I wonder if seeing Ishiki will trigger a Momoshiki transformation inside Boruto while he tries to protect Kawaki. And lastly, I cannot stop this feeling, but the lines of Sasuke keep coming back to me. Is this a premonition or some sort of foreshadowing of their deaths? What do you guys think about all of this? I'd love to hear your thoughts about this chapter. Mention them in the comment section below. So that's it for today guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. This is Wonder WhyZ and I'll see you soon in the next video.